Hey, what's up, fam? It's your boy Darren with Darmac Builders and Brightway Insurance coming to you here on a beautiful day in South Florida. Hope you guys are challenged up, doing what you have to do, keeping that grind going, keeping yourself above water, if you will. I had an interesting conversation, and the conversation made sense. You know, we live in a world that we don't even know the definition of success. We live in a world that people say you got to continue to grind on a daily basis, as though what you're doing is not enough, right? And so, at a certain point, you have to understand that you do have enough to live your life, to live an abundant life, and not keeping score. You see, because if I ask you a question, how much do you need in order for you to be okay? You probably would stutter. You probably shrug your shoulders. You probably say, well, I don't know. I'm just going to continue to grind. Because that's what society says you need to do. And if you don't do it, then you are considered a failure, lazy, what have you. And so the thing about it is, what are you really chasing? What are you going after? What is the mission? What is the goal? You know, everybody can't be the billionaire. And then if you are a billionaire, at what value do your money has no value to you? And if it's just about making money, then that's not the goal that is going to put you over the top when it comes on to your knowledge and your willpower and your growth as a human being. It takes more than just having commas behind your zeros when you look at your bank account. Yeah, I get it. You need the money to buy you nice things, trick it to whatever. But at a certain point, you know, there's a person said that if you think money is going to make you happy, then you never had money. So you'll get to that point when you see all the people who had money, and you'll be like, man, if I had that much money, I wouldn't be making those kind of moves. I wouldn't be saying those kind of things. I wouldn't be doing those kind of things. You hear people talk about it like that. But when it comes on to the bottom line is, that's what people talk about. But ultimately, that's not what that's not the true identity of it. You know, it's just like, okay, you're saying these things because you don't have it. Most people will say what they do on things that they don't have and they don't own. But when they get those things, they own it, and for a while, it looked like it's just the life to be, but then all of a sudden it's not. And I tell people this all the time, man, I live in South Florida. I don't live in Central Florida. I don't live in North Florida. I live in South Florida, where the beaches are, you know, any direction, 10 or 15 minutes. And I'm talking about not just any beach. I'm talking about the Atlantic Ocean. And I'm not impressed by going there on every weekend. So that would probably sound crazy to a person who's from Kansas or Idaho or Nebraska or Arkansas, who probably would have come down here in their winter time and be, hey, like, I just want to go chill by the beach, which is a beautiful sight. But when you have an abundance of something, it sort of loses value. And that's what I'm trying to say to you guys. At a certain point, you're going to have to decide what's important for you. And are you enjoying the journey, or are you just continue trying to get to the destination, and you're not taking advantage of the time that you have to enjoy that journey? So just be mindful. Just be mindful. Don't go down that rabbit hole, because you may not be able to get out.